Thank you. Appreciate it. So keep drinking. Thank you guys for sacrificing your gas to be here. I know it all took a little bit out of us. You know, gas prices, I'm so sick of hearing about people talk about the gas prices getting high. Gas prices are getting so high, my brother decided to relapse. Yeah, it's like, I hit him up, I was like, hey man, what happened? He said, I don't know, man. It's getting really stressful. Gas prices are going up. I can't stop hearing about it. I'm like, dude, you don't even drive. What happened? Yeah, man, my brother was a drug addict, a big one. Drug of choice was cocaine. I don't know if you guys come from a dysfunctional family, but I do. My brother did so much cocaine, now when he takes a drink, he's got to use his nose. Right? Yeah. Sad. Burn. It's the good burn, right? I once walked in on my dad and brother doing cocaine together. Walked into the dining room. They were each on one side and had this world record size line of cocaine on a dining room table, reenacting that scene from The Lady and the Tramp. Right? But I was old enough to know that that was no spaghetti noodle. It's the most romantic shit my family had ever seen in a long time. My brother did so much cocaine, he would snort anything that resembled cocaine. Instant mashed potatoes, ruined for us. Ruined. Our brownies never had powdered sugar on them at all. You know what brownies taste the best? The ones with powdered sugar on them. Alright, that's enough of cocaine jokes. You guys ever check your bank account the same way you check the fridge when you can't find anything to eat? Well, I'm the only one. I was at work the other day, I checked my bank account 5 times in an hour. I was like, I know there's got to be like a Venmo deposit, Cash App, supposed to be in there. Like, where's my 7-figure burrito? I want to go to Taco Bell and order a 7-figure burrito. Just confuse the hell out of the cash register attendant lady, you know? Like, hey, I want a 7-figure burrito. They're like, sir, did you just order a $7,000 burrito? It's like, no, I ordered $7,000 and a burrito. This is a stick-up. Speaking of stick-ups, I heard somebody say that Chicago breeds successful people, right? I heard him say Chicago breeds successful people because it has Michael Jordan energy about it. So, like, how many alligators do you have to throw through a drive-thru window to be a successful Florida man?
Just one.
It's just one, right? But the alligator has to be on meth. Right? Right. Awesome stuff. You guys are awesome. I'm getting old. I'm about to be... She's laughing. She's like, fuck, are you 12? Are you 12? I'm about to be 30, man. I turn 30 in a couple of weeks. And the older I get, I'm starting to really hate getting my hair cut. Just got my hair cut recently, and I'm starting to hate it because every time I get my hair cut, it's like I'm making more space for white hair to move in on my head. It's like somebody's gentrifying my head. It's like there's so many white hairs moving in on my head, they're starting to make craft beer. I think I heard one of them say IPAs taste good. Speaking of hair, I used to have a mustache. I know I don't now, but just imagine a full-size ferret right above my top lip. I used to have a mustache. I wanted to grow a mustache because I wanted to look a lot more masculine, right? This lady's looking at me, little 12-year-old. He can't change a tire on his car. You're right, I do struggle changing anything on my car. I changed the wipers the other day, and my fingers hurt so bad. I wanted to grow a mustache to look a lot more masculine, but it started to backfire on me because every time I'd go to my parents' house, my stepdad would walk up to me quoting Freddie Mercury. Right? It's like you couldn't have chosen a more masculine rock star. You couldn't have chosen Lemmy from Motorhead. All right, none of you listen to heavy metal.
I see the Freddie resemblance though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do not sing like him, unfortunately. Sorry, my throat is dry. Couples here? Any couples? Couple? I know you. I just got engaged not too long ago.
Congrats.
Yeah, there it is. Shout out to Love. I just got engaged recently, and it took a while for it to be official, and I'll tell you why. So one night, my lovely lady and I were engaged in some sexual activity, right? Hot stuff. After we were done, we're laying there contemplating cleaning each other, and I had this thought, like, I wonder if I get on one knee right now, would my dick touch the ground? So she gets up and goes to the bathroom, right, and I get on one knee, and I need to stretch for this, but I'm sitting there on one knee, and my dick isn't even close to the ground. Like, the only way my dick's gonna touch the ground is if I play Stretch Armstrong with it. And then my lovely lady comes back to the room, and I'm just sitting there tugging on my dick. She's like, what, round two? I wasn't enough for you? But I was already on the floor, and I was like, I didn't want to look anymore like a jackass, so I literally did spill my heart to her and told her how much I loved her, and and she was like, yes, but no. It's like, dude, you never prepare for both of those answers. You prepare for one or the other. Nobody's prepared for both. And I was like, yes, but no. Why? Yes, but no. And she was like, really? This is not the romantic story that I can tell my family. You've lasted longer in this proposal than you did in the bed. I'm not even proud to tell my mother this story. So we've been together for 8 years, and we're starting to talk about having babies. Are you guys at that point? No, sir. You got that point? No. Starting to talk about babies. I have this really rational fear about having babies because they're really fragile, and I think that's a rational fear to have. I was talking to a buddy of mine about it, and he was like, hey man, don't worry. Just treat it like your phone. And I was like, I throw that when I get mad. So, can't do that to a baby, dude. Speaking of babies, you guys pay attention to that Jiz Lane trial? You guys paying attention to that?
That's a nice segue.
Jeffrey, you like that? I got some segues. Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend, are you guys aware?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I was paying attention. Did anybody else have like a stroke trying to figure out how to say her name? And then you realize like, oh, it's just Jiz Lane. It's like, who are the parents that name their kid Jiz Lane? It's like, at what point do you just start calling your child cum bucket? Like, how do you introduce your child with the name Jiz Lane? You're like, this is our beautiful daughter, Penis Paste. This is our son, he squirts. Jiz Lane's a crazy name, man. Jiz Lane sounds like you're in a room with your best buds and you start jerking off, and then right before you come, you get too close to your homie and he's like, hey bro, stay in your Jiz Lane. Yeah. You know? Yeah. We do that together. Fuck yeah, we do. Jerk off together. Some of these guys in here, we're gonna go do it right after. How do you guys feel about COVID? We sick of it?
Yeah.
You sick of hearing about it? Yes. Well, gear up, because you're about to hear somebody else talk about it. Did anybody get COVID?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. You got it? Y'all both, you gave it to each other?
Probably.
Fuck yeah. Awesome. It's the only way to do it. Yeah, I got COVID. COVID sucked. Catching COVID for me was like losing my virginity because all of my friends got to experience it first. I was the last one to get to have COVID. I couldn't even like call them excitedly like, hey man, guess what I just got? They're like, it's gonna get wet. You got a towel. COVID for me was like, I don't know if it was bad for you, but it sucked for like a good few days for me. felt like the flu on steroids, right? Like COVID is the Ronnie Coleman of viruses. COVID was bred in China, looking down at Florida like, I could retire there. And it did the complete opposite. It just grew and got stronger and created other brothers and sisters that somehow spread stronger and faster. Right? Yeah, I got COVID, man. So, I'll tell you how I got it. My fiance wanted to go to Busch Gardens. You know, it's an outdoor event. We thought it would be safe to go out there without a mask on. You know, just take our mouth to the nudist beach as God intended it to. So we go to Busch Gardens, right? First roller coaster we get on is SheiKra. We're all from Tampa. We know what SheiKra is, right? Right, the biggest, tallest one. So we get on SheiKra. The car for SheiKra has 3 rows, front, middle, back, right? We get the middle row. So there's people in front of us and people behind us. So we get on SheiKra, we're going up. I'm like, yes, this feels great. My mouth is free. I can breathe oxygen. And right at the top of SheiKra, before the drop, it stops, right? So when it stops, I'm looking down at the person in front of me, and this bitch starts coughing. You know what happens when you're looking down at somebody coughing, right? All of that COVID was just flying at my face. Just mouth fucking the shit out of my face. COVID was like, I wonder how this guy's gag reflex was. He started fucking tickling my uvula. Got COVID all the way down SheiKra. Dude. A few days after that, felt sick. It's like, alright, I gotta go to the hospital just to make sure it is what it is. I go to the hospital, they treat me as if, like, I'm a child predator, dude. Like, when I got my COVID test back and it was positive, they were like, sir, you gotta leave. It was like I walked into Chuck E. Cheese with Ghislaine. Right? They were like, sir, you gotta go. We don't care where you die, you just can't die here. Go die somewhere else. Dude, I was so scared because of like all the hype behind COVID media and all that shit. I was so scared. I was like, dude, if you guys got a horse back here, I will blow it. First time I ever met him. I know you got it back there. I will blow this horse and it'll get rid of this COVID. But that didn't work, man. Went home for a few days. What's weird is like, I didn't have sex with my fiance like maybe a week before COVID. So when I got it, she just got horny through half of it. It was like, can we just have sex through the door? It was like, I'll just stick my ass through the door. And if you have a mask on, you can't catch COVID that way. I was like, dude, I just want to hold the dog. Can I pet the dog and fucking cry in my dog? Yeah, it was weird, man. Did you lose your sense of taste and smell?
No.
And taste? And,
No, we had Omicron.
oh, the weak one.
Yeah.
I had the Delta. The Delta, straight out of an Avengers movie. Yeah, man. I lost my sense of taste and smell. I was freaking out. I was running around my whole apartment just smelling random shit. Just smelling anything that I could. Grabbing the dog like... Where are those corn chips that I always knew and loved? I was smelling everything like Joe Biden does kids. Right? The only thing that, like, when my sense of taste and smell started coming back, like, the only thing that I couldn't smell was flatulence. Which is like, that's cool, right? But for my fiance, I was just shitting for a week straight with the door open. Farting wherever I wanted to go, because I couldn't smell it. It didn't matter to me. She could smell and taste it. Ew, you're right. Let's see here. I think that was everything, man. You guys have been awesome. All right, don't give it up for yourselves. You guys have been awesome. I'm gonna bring up the next to me. You can find him all over Tampa. He's doing shows. shows, and he's awesome. Great comic, Mr. Sean Harper.